I'll see you later, uncle. Girl.
Ethan?
Did we go back in time? Yes, it would appear we went back in time. Is this some form of prologue to our future?
Could you?
What bond do we have with the kid?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
Hell
I don't
no!
like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
Oh, you're too sensitive.
And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
You'd fit well in
I
this
wish
current
Mia was
world.
here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
Don't promise something you can't keep.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
Hopefully.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
He did what I did.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan,
I don't even
should
know
let
what
Sir
it
Royland
is.
teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight properly. I mean.
Oh, she called you out. She's calling you not a man.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah! Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
I'll try.
I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
A brother than a lord. Interesting choice of words.
Since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
I mean, how am I supposed to give a promise when I don't even know what the main character is? I don't know him. I don't know myself.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
Oh, I'm controlling
He's
Ethan.
demanding an
I didn't
audience
realize
with the
that.
Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
I don't think I have a choice.
if that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Choices do be difficult, especially in the old times.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
Tell him to go away.
I'll throw him out the gate myself if you'd like.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is.
Ah.
He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Hello, moron. You look like a moron.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother.
Oh,
The late Lord
Lord.
Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Yeah, why am I not surprised?
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
This ought to be good.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
I feel like I'm making bad choices here.
What fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You weren't denied anything.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
What even is a craven? That's supposed to be an insult? Alright, Ethan, you're not a cunt. I apologize, you're not a cunt.
To him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
So I did good, I thought I did bad, kind of. Fuck me.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Am I controlling you as well? How many characters am I controlling in this game? So I'm Ethan, I'm this girl, and I already forgot his name. Ah, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of stuff in here. Read! Unfinished letter. Read it to me.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day
Still recording? Good. Thank you for reading it to me. I honestly thought you were going to do a prompt and I'd have to read it. So, much appreciated.
Ethan made this for me.
Well, ain't that cute. Honestly, I thought it was a part of the book.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
So is it a coin or is it a gold coin? Here's another gold coin. Or bronze, I don't know.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Okay, who's Lady Elena? I'm very, very bad with names. Are we walking around again? We must be. What we else be looking at? A dusty old tome. What are you going to tell me about this tome?
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider.
Okay.
A gift from Roderick.
Okay, so it's just a book. Call it a book.
I hope to see them all someday.
Is that even what it's called? A tome? Next time, just call it a frickin' book. Window! You've got a nice view.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It's raining blood. If I had this window, I would knock this thing out the window for fun. And that, what's that? Maybe not that. This, yes. A letter from Mother. Read it to me. Glad I don't have to read.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Oh, I am gonna fuck that up royally. There is no way I am going to successfully convince Margaret to help. I am so gonna fuck it up. Alright, door. Open.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Don't worry, boy. I know you're just doing your job. There's an alter personality behind this woman, and it's me.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Oh, we're not gonna get him killed, are we? Just because he's here, right?
You work for Lady Marjorie?
Boy, no talking. You need to get out of here, apparently.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
I think. Am I?
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before.
Am I her handmaid? I
Seem
have
like
no
good
idea.
friends.
Are we good
I saw
friends?
Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
That sounds bad. She looks even more worried
They
now.
appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
I'm gonna
Did
get
they
you
say?
killed, my
I couldn't
boy.
make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Oh, it's too late. It sounds
Hope
too
you're not in
late.
tough trouble. But I thought you ought to know.
Thanks, boy.
Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Take care, boy. Thanks for telling me. What was your name again? Gracious
Lady
timing!
Marjorie.
Good lord!
Early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Okay,
There's something we must discuss.
let's see how the 7 ways I can fuck this up. Or is it already too
On
late?
the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Does that mean you'll help me?
Lady.
Right? Yeah?
You know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together.
So you're gonna help us,
You
right?
must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her.
Look
I
at-
wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
Fuck me.
Do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Telling her what she wants to hear better not come back
See
and
if
bite
there's
me in
any
the
to
ass.
receive us.
Because there's a lion.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
I don't want to. I don't.
Good luck.
But this time I guess compromising is key. But I feel a clusterfuck somewhere. Who's the small kid? Oh, he's a midget. Sorry, my dude. I didn't. I'm sorry.
You can do this.
Am I walking? Yes. I didn't mean to call you a kid. And no, calling him a midget is not an insult, or... What's the other word? Whatever that word is.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Good evening.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Neil.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
Good lord, I clap.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Okay.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Absolutely.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said.
Oh, did I step on toes? Oops.
I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
I don't know.
Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. Is it any wonder you were so impertinent to ask which king deserves your loyalty, if you have any loyalty at all? Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Sure.
Absolutely.
I'm supposed to just go with it.
Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey, if it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned, but now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house.
I'm
I imagine you'd do
trying
anything
to
prevent that from
pick
happening.
neutral options.
Ask any Lannister, and they do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I'm lying, technically, so you can go fuck yourself.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I don't understand.
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, I make good options. She said to let her hear what she wanted to say. Don't be getting pissy at me for something you said and told me to do.
I'll walk you out.
Fuck me.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
I'm not happy with my decisions, but they'll do.
My condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the North.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion.
Sure.
Please.
Go for it, I suppose.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I get good vibes from you, so I'm confident. As for Mariner, what's her name? Margaret? I feel like I stepped on her toes a little bit. I don't think she's happy.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
I think.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Well, I only told her what she wanted to hear.
Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What?
You filthy girl.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
I mean, I don't even know who you're talking about.
Being a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Who's Joffrey again?
He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Thanks, I think.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Oh, she caught you red-handed.
Well, Sarah?
Silence is a valid option.
We're both sorry, my lady.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mirror.
You're not mad at me, right?
I'm just glad it's over.
You will help us,
King's Landing
right?
can be exhausting sometimes. There's always
Still
someone
recording?
to please
Good.
or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
You're gonna help us, right?
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Oh, it's a choice with no timer. Well, let's go for.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Oh, Lord.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Fine. Suit yourself.
Go on.
Oh, Lord.
Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
I'm not
My
sure.
mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mirror. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Successful? Or dire fuck up? I don't know.